Digital Documentation Advanced Session 1. Create and apply styles in the document Session 2. Insert and use images Session 3. Create and use template Session 4. Create and customize table of contents Session 5. Implement mail merge. 3 PAGE Session 1. Create and apply styles in the document. A style is a set of formats that you can apply to selected pages, text, frames, and other elements in your document to quickly change their appearance. When you apply a style, you apply a whole group of formats at the same time. Styles are logical attributes. Using styles means that you stop saying, font size 14 pt, Times New Roman, bold, centered, and you start saying, title, because you have defined the title style to have those characteristics. In other words, styles mean that you shift the emphasis from what the text, or page, or other element looks like, to what the text is. Styles help improve consistency in a document. They also make major formatting changes easy. For example, you may decide to change the indentation of all paragraphs, or change the font of all titles. For a long document, this simple task can be prohibitive. Styles make the task easy. OpenOffice.org supports the following types of styles. Page styles include margins, headers and footers, borders and backgrounds. In Calc, page styles also include the sequence for printing sheets. Paragraph styles control all aspects of a paragraph's appearance, such as text alignment, tab stops, line spacing, and borders, and can include character formatting. Character styles affect selected text within a paragraph, such as the font and size of text, or bold and italic formats. Frame styles are used to format graphic and text frames, including wrapping type, borders, backgrounds, and columns. Numbering styles apply similar alignment, numbering or bullet characters, and fonts to numbered or bulleted lists. Cell styles include fonts, alignment, borders, background, number formats, for example, currency, date, number, and cell protection. Graphic styles in drawings and presentations include line, area, shadowing, transparency, font, connectors, dimensioning, and other attributes. 4 PAGE presentation styles include attributes for font, indents, spacing, alignment, and tabs. Applying styles. OpenOffice.org provides several ways for you to select styles to apply. Using the Styles and Formatting window, click the Styles and Formatting icon located at the left-hand end of the object bar, or click Format greater than Styles and Formatting, or press F11. The Styles and Formatting window shows the types of styles available for the OpenOffice.org component you are using. Figure 1.1 shows the window for Writer, with page styles visible. Figure 1.1. The Styles and Formatting window for Writer, showing paragraph styles. You can move this window to a convenient position on the screen or dock it to an edge. Hold down the Control key and drag it by the title bar to where you want it docked. 2. Click on one of the icons at the top left of the Styles and Formatting window to display a list of styles in a particular category. 3. To apply an existing style except for character styles, position the insertion point in the paragraph, frame, or page, and then double-click on the name of the style in one of these lists. To apply a character style, select the characters first. 5 PAGE using Fill Format Mode. Fill Format Mode is used to apply a style to many different areas quickly without having to go back to the Styles and Formatting window and double-click every time. This method is quite useful when you need to format many scattered paragraphs, cells, or other items with the same style. 1. Open the Styles and Formatting window and select the style you want to apply. 2. Click the Fill Format Mode icon. 3. To apply a paragraph, page, or frame style, hover the mouse over the paragraph, page, or frame and click. To apply a character style, hold down the mouse button while selecting the characters. Clicking on a word applies the character style for that word. Repeat step 3 until you made all the changes for that style. 4. To quit Fill Format Mode, click the Fill Format Mode icon again or press the ESC key. An important point to note here is that when this mode is active, A right-click anywhere in the document undoes the last fill format action. Be careful not to accidentally right-click and thus undo actions you want to keep. Creating new custom styles. You may want to add some new styles. You can do this in two ways. Creating a new style from a selection. You can create a new style by copying an existing manual format. This new style applies only to this document. It will not be saved in the template. 1. Open the Styles and Formatting window and choose the type of style you want to create. 2. In the document, select the item you want to save as a style. 3. In the Styles and Formatting window, click on the New Style from Selection icon, refer Figure 1.2. 6. PAGE Figure 1.2. Naming a new style created from a selection 4. In the Create Style dialog, type a name for the new style. The list shows the names of existing custom styles of the selected type. Click OK to save the new style. Dragging and dropping to create a style. You can drag and drop a text selection into the Styles and Formatting window to create a new style. Select some text and drag it to the Styles and Formatting window. If paragraph styles are active, the paragraph style will be added to the list. If character styles are active, the character style will be added to the list. Modifying styles. OpenOffice.org provides several ways to modify styles, both the predefined styles and custom styles that you create. Updating a style from a selection, load or copy styles from another document or template. Any changes you make to a style are effective only in the current document. To change styles in more than one document, you need to change the template or copy the styles into the other documents. 7. PAGE Updating a style from a selection. To update a style from a selection, 1. Open the Styles and Formatting window. 2. In the document, select an item that has the format you want to adopt as a style. 3. In the Styles and Formatting window, select the style you want to update. Single click, not double click, then long click on the arrow next to the new style from selection icon and click on Update Style. Refer Figure 1.3. Figure 1.3. Updating a style from a selection. Loading styles from a template or document. You can copy styles by loading them from a template or another document. 1. Open the document you want to copy styles into. 2. In the Styles and Formatting window, long click on the arrow next to the new style from selection icon, and then click on Load Styles. Figure 1.4. Copying styles from a template into the open document. 7. PAGE Updating a style from a selection. To update a style from a selection, 1. Open the Styles and Formatting window. 2. In the document, select an item that has the format you want to adopt as a style. 3. In the Styles and Formatting window, select the style you want to update. Single click, not double click, then long click on the arrow next to the new style from selection icon and click on Update Style. Refer Figure 1.3. Figure 1.3. Updating a style from a selection. Loading styles from a template or document. You can copy styles by loading them from a template or another document. 1. Open the document you want to copy styles into. 2. In the Styles and Formatting window, long click on the arrow next to the new style from selection icon, and then click on Load Styles. Figure 1.4. Copying styles from a template into the open document. 9. PAGE Drag and drop 1. Open a file browser window and locate the image you want to insert. 2. Drag the image into the writer document and drop it where you want it to appear. A faint vertical line marks where the image will be dropped. This method saves a copy of the image file in the writer document. To link the file instead of embedding it, hold down the Ctrl+Shift keys while dragging the image. Insert Picture dialog 1. Click in the OpenOffice document where you want the image to appear. 2. Choose Insert Greater Than Picture Greater Than from File from the menu bar. 3. On the Insert Picture dialog, see Figure 1.5. Navigate to the file to be inserted, select it, and click Open. At the bottom of the dialog are two options, Preview and Link. Select Preview to view a thumbnail of the selected image on the right, so you can verify that you have the correct file. See below for the use of Link. Figure 1.5. Insert picture dialog. 10 PAGE Inserting an image from the clipboard. Using the clipboard, you can copy images into an OpenOffice document from another OpenOffice document and from other programs. To do this, 1. Open both the source document and the target document. 2. In the source document, select the image to be copied. 3. Move the mouse pointer over the selected image and press Ctrl+C to copy the image to the clipboard. 4. Switch to the target document. 5. Click to place the cursor where the graphic is to be inserted. 6. Press Ctrl+V to insert the image. If the application from which the graphic was copied is closed before the graphic is pasted into the target, the image stored on the clipboard could be lost. Inserting an image using a scanner. If a scanner is connected to your computer, OpenOffice can call the scanning application and insert the scanned item into the OpenOffice document as an image. To start this procedure, click where you want the graphic to be inserted and select Insert Picture Scan Select Source. Although this practice is quick and easy, it is unlikely to result in a high-quality image of the correct size. You may get better results by scanning material into a graphics program and cleaning it up there before inserting the resulting image into OpenOffice. Inserting an image from the gallery. The gallery provides a convenient way to group reusable objects such as graphics and sounds that you can insert into your documents. The gallery is available in all components of OpenOffice. It does not come with many graphics, but you can add your own pictures or find extensions containing more graphics. To insert a gallery image into a writer document. 11 PAGE1. To open the gallery, click on the gallery icon located in the right side of the standard toolbar, or choose Tools Gallery from the menu bar. 2. Navigate through the gallery to find the desired picture. 3. To insert the picture, click and drag it from the gallery into the writer document. You can also right-click on the picture and choose Insert Copy. Figure 1.6 shows an example of an image dragged from the gallery. Figure 1.6. Inserting an image from the gallery. By default, the gallery is docked above the writer workspace. To expand the gallery, position the pointer over the line that divides it from the top of the workspace. When the pointer changes to parallel lines with arrows, click and drag downward. The workspace resizes in response. 12 PAGE. To expand the gallery without affecting the workspace, undock it so it floats over the workspace. To do so, hold down the Control key and double-click on the upper part of the gallery next to the view icons. Double-click in the same area while holding down the Control key to dock it again. Restore it to its position over the workspace. When the gallery is docked, to hide it and view the full writer workspace, click in the middle of the thin bar separating the gallery from the workspace. To close the gallery, choose Tools Gallery to uncheck the gallery entry, or click on the gallery icon again. Modifying an image. When you insert a new image, you may need to modify it to suit the document. Here we will discuss the use of the picture toolbar, resizing, cropping, and a workaround to rotate a picture. Using the picture toolbar. When you insert an image or select one already present in the document, the picture toolbar appears. You can set it to always be present, view toolbars picture. Picture control buttons from the picture toolbar can also be added to the standard toolbar. Two other toolbars can be opened from this one. The graphic filter toolbar, which can be torn off and placed elsewhere on the window, and the color toolbar, which opens as a separate floating toolbar. From these three toolbars, you can apply small corrections to the graphic or obtain special effects. Graphics mode. You can change color images to grayscale by selecting the image and then selecting grayscale from the graphics mode list. Flip vertically or horizontally. To flip an image vertically or horizontally, select the image, and then click the relevant icon. 13 PAGE Filters. Table 1 provides a short description of the available filters, however the best way to understand them is to see them in action. Feel free to experiment with the different filters and filter settings, remembering that you can undo all the changes by pressing Ctrl plus or Alt plus backspace or by selecting Edit greater than Undo. Color. Use this toolbar to modify the individual RGB color components of the image: red, green, blue, as well as the brightness, contrast, and gamma of the image. If the result is not satisfactory, you can press Ctrl plus Z to restore the default values. Table 1. Graphic filters and their effects icon. Name effect. Invert inverts the color values of a color image or the brightness values of a grayscale image. Smooth softens the contrast of an image. Sharpen increases the contrast of an image. Remove noise removes single pixels from an image. Solarization mimics the effects of too much light in a picture. A further dialog box opens to adjust the parameters. Aging simulates the effects of time on a picture. Can be applied several times. A further dialog box opens to adjust the aging level. Posterize makes a picture appear like a painting by reducing the number of colors used. Pop art modifies the picture dramatically. Charcoal displays the image as a charcoal sketch. Relief. A dialog box is displayed to adjust the light source that will create the shadow and, hence, the relief effect. Mosaic joins groups of pixels into a single area of one color. 14. PAGE transparency. Modify the percentage value in the transparency box on the picture toolbar to make the image more transparent. This is particularly useful when creating a watermark or when wrapping the image in the background. Using the formatting toolbar and picture dialog. When an image is selected, you can customize some aspects of its appearance using the tools available on the formatting toolbar as well as in the dialog that is shown by right-clicking on the image and selecting Picture. You can, for example, create a border around the image, selecting Style and Color, or you can, in the Borders page of the picture dialog, add a shadow to the image. Cropping images. When you are only interested in a section of the image for the purpose of your document, you may wish to cut off parts of it. To start cropping the image, right-click on it and select Picture from the pop-up menu. In the Picture dialog box, select the Crop page. See Figure 1.7. Figure 1.7. The options available when cropping a picture. 15. PAGE. In the Crop page, you can control the following parameters. Keep scale. Keep image size. When keep scale is selected, default cropping the image does not change the scale of the picture. When keep image size is selected, cropping produces enlargement for positive cropping values, shrinking for negative cropping values, or distortion of the image so that the image size remains constant. Left, right, top, and bottom. The image is cropped by the amount entered in these boxes. For example, a value of 3 cm in the left box cuts 3 cm from the left side of the picture. When keep scale is selected, the size of the image also changes, so in this example the width will be reduced by 3 cm. When keep image size is selected, the remaining part of the image is enlarged when you enter positive values for cropping, or shrunk when you enter negative values for cropping, so that the width and height of the image remains unchanged. Width and height. The width and height fields under either scale or image size change as you enter values in the left, right, top, and bottom fields. Use the thumbnail next to these fields to determine the correct amount by which to crop. Resizing an image. The inserted image might not fit perfectly into the document if it is too big or too small. In these cases, you can use Writer to resize the image. 1. Click the picture, if necessary, to show the green resizing handles. 2. Position the pointer over one of the green resizing handles. The pointer changes shape, giving a graphical representation of the direction of the resizing. 16. PAGE 3. Click and drag to resize the picture. 4. Release the mouse button when satisfied with the new size. The corner handles resize both the width and the height of the graphic object simultaneously, while the other 4 handles only resize one dimension at a time. To retain the original proportions of the graphic, Shift plus click one of the corner handles, then drag. Be sure to release the mouse button before releasing the Shift key. Be aware that resizing a bitmapped raster image will adversely affect the resolution, causing some degree of blurring. It is better to externally size your picture correctly before insertion into your presentation, if possible. Figure 1.8 shows 3 examples of an image inserted into a document and resized. Figure 1.8. 3 examples of resized images, plus the original image. 17 PAGE. For more accurate resizing, use either the crop page of the picture dialog box, figure 1.7, or, for images, the type page of the picture dialog box. On the crop page you can adjust the following settings: scale, width and height. Specify in percentages the scaling of the picture. The size of the image changes accordingly. For a scaled resizing, both values should be identical. Image size. Specify the size of the image in your preferred unit of measurement. The image enlarges or shrinks accordingly. The original size button, when clicked, restores the image to its original size. In the type page of the picture dialog box, select the relative option to toggle between percentage and actual dimension. For a scaled resizing, select the keep ratio option. As for the crop page, clicking on the original size button restores the original image size. Rotating a picture writer does not provide a tool for rotating a picture. However, there is a simple workaround. 1. Open a new draw or impress document, file greater than new greater than drawing or file greater than new greater than presentation. 2. Insert the image you want to rotate. You can use any of the mechanisms described in error. Reference source not found. On-page error. Bookmark not defined. Although there are some slight variations in the position of the menu entries and icons. 3. Select the image, then in the drawing toolbar, shown by default at the bottom of the window in Impress and Draw, select the rotate icon from the Effects Tear-Off toolbar. 4. Rotate the image as desired. Use the red handles at the corners of the picture and move the mouse in the direction you wish to rotate. By default the picture rotates around its center, indicated by a black crosshair, but you can change the pivot point by moving the black crosshair to the desired rotation center. 18 PAGE. To restrict the rotation angle to multiples of 15 degrees, keep the Shift key pressed while rotating the image. 5. Select the rotated picture by pressing Ctrl+A, then copy the image to the clipboard with Ctrl+C. 6. Finish by going back to the location of the writer document where the image is to be inserted and pressing Ctrl+V. Creating drawing objects. To begin using the drawing tools, display the drawing toolbar, figure 1.9, by clicking View greater than Toolbars greater than Drawing. Figure 1.9. The drawing toolbar. To use a drawing tool, 1. Click in the document where you want the drawing to be anchored. You can change the anchor later, if necessary. 2. Select the tool from the drawing toolbar, figure 7. The mouse pointer changes to a drawing functions pointer. 3. Move the crosshair pointer to the place in the document where you want the graphic to appear and then click and drag to create the drawing object. Release the mouse button. The selected drawing function remains active, so you can draw another object of the same type. 19 PAGE. 4. To cancel the selected drawing function, press the ESC key or click on the select icon, the arrow on the drawing toolbar. 5. You can now change the properties, fill color, line type and weight, anchoring, and others, of the drawing object using either the drawing object properties toolbar or the choices and dialog boxes reached by right-clicking on the drawing object. Set or change properties for drawing objects. To set the properties for a drawing object before you draw it, 1. On the drawing toolbar, figure 9, click the select tool. 2. On the drawing object properties toolbar, figure 1.10, click on the icon for each property and select the value you want for that property. 3. For more control, or to define new attributes, you can click on the area or line icons on the toolbar to display detailed dialog boxes. The default you set applies to the current document in session. It is not retained when you close the document or close Writer, and it does not apply to any other document you open. The defaults apply to all the drawing objects except text objects. Figure 1.10. Drawing Object Properties toolbar. To change the properties for an existing drawing object, 1. Select the object. 2. Continue as described above. 20 PAGE. You can also specify the position and size, rotation, and slant and corner radius properties of the drawing object. 1. Right-click on the drawing object and then click Position and Size from the pop-up menu. The Position and Size dialog box is displayed. 2. Choose any properties, as required. Resizing a drawing object. The same considerations for resizing an image apply also to resizing an object. Select the object, click on one of the 8 handles around it and drag it to its new position. For a scaled resizing, select one of the corner handles and keep the Shift key pressed while dragging the handle to its new position. For more sophisticated control of the size of the object, select Format greater than Object greater than Position and Size from the menu bar. Use the Position and Size dialog box to set the width and height independently. If the Keep Ratio option is selected, then the 2 dimensions change so that the proportion is maintained, allowing for a scaled resizing. Grouping drawing objects to group drawing objects. 1. Select one object, then hold down the Shift key and select the others you want to include in the group. The bounding box expands to include all the selected objects. 2. With the object selected, hover the mouse pointer over one of the objects and choose Format greater than Group from the menu bar, or right-click and choose Group greater than Group from the pop-up menu. You cannot include an embedded or linked graphic in a group with drawing objects. Positioning image graphics within the text. When you add a graphic to a text document, you need to choose how to position it with respect to the text and other graphics. The positioning of graphics is often rather 21 PAGE time-consuming and may be very frustrating for both inexperienced and experienced users. As Writer is a word processor rather than a desktop publishing program, there are some limitations to the flexibility in positioning images, and it takes time to get things exactly as you would like them. Positioning of a graphic is controlled by 4 settings. 1. Arrangement refers to the placement of a graphic on an imaginary vertical axis. Arrangement controls how graphics are stacked upon each other or relative to the text. 2. Alignment refers to the vertical or horizontal placement of a graphic in relation to the chosen anchor point. 3. Anchoring refers to the reference point for the graphics. This point could be the page, a frame where the object is, a paragraph, or even a character. An image always has an anchor point. 4. Text wrapping refers to the relation of graphics to the surrounding text, which may wrap around the graphic on one or both sides, be overprinted behind or in front of the graphic, or treat the graphic as a separate paragraph or character. The settings can be accessed in a number of ways, depending on the nature of the graphics. 1. From the Format menu, where you can find Alignment, Arrange, Wrap, and Anchor, both for images and drawing objects. 2. From the pop-up menu displayed when you right-click on the graphic. 3. From the Object toolbar shown in Figure 1.11. 4. For images, from the Type and Wrapping pages of the Picture dialog box. Note that you cannot control the arrangement using the dialog box. To open the Picture dialog box, click on the image to select it and then choose Format greater than Picture, or right-click on the graphic and choose Picture on the pop-up menu. 5. For drawing objects, from the Position and Size page of the Position and Size dialog box. To open the Position and Size dialog box, click on the drawing object to select it and then choose Format greater than Object greater than Position and Size, or right. 22 PAGE. Click on the graphic and choose Position and Size on the pop-up menu. Note that you can only control the alignment and anchoring. Figure 1.11. Object toolbar. Graphical control of positioning for images. Activity 1. Create a New Year card using images. 2. Create a poster on health and hygiene. Questions. 1. Explain any 4 graphic filters. 2. Explain image cropping. 3. List any 3 methods of inserting images in a text document. 4. What do you understand by the terms A. Text wrapping, B. Anchoring session. 3. Create and use template relevant knowledge. A template is a model that you use to create other documents. For example, you can create a template for business reports that has your company's logo on the first page. New documents created from this template will all have your company's logo on the first page. 23 PAGE templates can contain anything that regular documents can contain, such as text, graphics, a set of styles, and user-specific setup information such as measurement units, language, the default printer, and toolbar and menu customization. All documents in OpenOffice.org are based on templates. You can create a specific template for any document type: text, spreadsheet, drawing, presentation. If you do not specify a template when you start a new document, then the document is based on the default template for that type of document. If you have not specified a default template, OpenOffice uses the blank template for that type of document that is installed with OpenOffice. Creating a template: you can create your own templates in two ways, from a document and using a wizard. Creating a template from a document: to create a template from a document, 1. Open a new or existing document of the type you want to make into a template: text document, spreadsheet, drawing, presentation. 2. Add the content and styles that you want. 3. From the main menu, choose File greater than Templates greater than Save. Template dialog Figure 1.12. Saving a new template: the Templates dialog opens. See Figure 1.12. 24 PAGE1. In the New Template field, type a name for the new template. 2. In the Categories list, click the category to which you want to assign the template. The category you choose has no effect on the template itself, it is simply the folder in which you save the template. Choosing an appropriate category makes it easier to find the template when you want to use it. For example, you might save Impress templates under the Presentations category. 3. Click OK to save the new template. Any settings that can be added to or modified in a document can be saved in a template. For example, below are some of the settings that can be included in a writer document and then saved as a template for later use. 1. Printer settings. Which printer, single-sided, double-sided, and paper size, and so on. 2. Styles to be used, including character, page, frame, numbering and paragraph styles. 3. Format and settings regarding indexes, tables, bibliographies, table of contents. Templates can also contain predefined text, saving you from having to type it every time you create a new document. For example, a letter template may contain your name, address and salutation. Creating a template using a wizard. You can use wizards to create templates for letters, faxes, agendas, presentations, and web pages. For example, the fax wizard guides you through the following choices. 1. Type of fax: business or personal. 2. Document elements like the date, subject line, business fax, salutation, and complimentary close. 3. Options for sender and recipient information: business fax. 4. Text to include in the footer: business fax. Creating a template using a wizard. 1. From the main menu, choose File greater than, Wizards greater than, type of template required. See Figure 1.13. 25 PAGE Figure 1.13. Creating a template using a wizard. 1. Follow the instructions on the pages of the wizard. This process is slightly different for each type of template, but the format is very similar. 2. In the last section of the wizard, you can specify the name and location for saving the template. The default location is your user templates directory, but you can choose a different location if you prefer. 3. Finally, you have the option of creating a new document from your template immediately, or manually changing the template. For future documents, you can reuse the template created by the wizard, just as you would use any other template. Setting a default template: if you create a document by choosing File greater than, New greater than, Text document, or Spreadsheet, Presentation, or Drawing from the main menu, OpenOffice creates the document from the default template for that type of document. You can, however, set a custom template to be the default. You can reset the default later if you choose. Setting a custom template as the default: you can set any template to be the default, as long as it is in one of the folders displayed in the Template Management dialog. 26 PAGE to set a custom template as the default. 1. From the main menu, choose File greater than Templates greater than Organize. The Template Management dialog opens. 2. In the box on the left, select the folder containing the template that you want to set as the default, then select the template. 3. Click the Commands button and choose Set as Default Template from the drop-down menu. The next time that you create a document by choosing File greater than New, the document will be created from this template. Resetting the default template to re-enable OpenOffice's default template for a document type as the default. 1. In the Template Management dialog, click any folder in the box on the left. 2. Click the Commands button and choose Reset Default Template from the drop-down menu. The next time that you create a document by choosing File greater than New, the document will be created from OpenOffice's default template for that document type. Using the template to use a particular template, choose File greater than New greater than Templates and Documents. You'll see the Templates window in your templates. If you don't, select the Templates icon at the left. Figure 1.14. Opening Templates. 27 PAGE. Select the template you want. Any information about the template will be displayed. Figure 1.15. Using a template, double-click the template or click on Open to open it. Now you can use the template according to your choice. Changing to a different template. To change to a different template, choose File greater than New greater than Templates and Documents. You'll see the Templates window in your templates. If you don't, select the Templates icon at the left. Figure 1.16. Opening Templates. 28 PAGE. Select the template you want. Any information about the template will be displayed. Figure 1.17. Changing to a different template, double-click the template or click on Open to open it. Now you can use the template according to your choice. Updating a document. To update a document, simply go to File, Save As, and all changes made to the document will be saved. Activity: create your own template for any topic of your subject. Questions. 1. What are templates? What are the advantages of using templates? 2. What is the difference between styles and templates? 3. Explain different ways of creating a template. 29 PAGE Session 4. Create and customize table of contents. Creating a table of contents. Writer's table of contents feature lets you build an automated table of contents from the headings in your document. Before you start, make sure that the headings are styled consistently. For example, you can use the Heading 1 style for chapter titles and the Heading 2 and Heading 3 styles for chapter subheadings. Opening Writer's Table of Contents feature. Although tables of contents can be customized extensively in Writer, often the default settings are all you need. Creating a quick table of contents is simple. 1. When you create your document, use the following paragraph styles for different heading levels, such as chapter and section headings: Heading 1, Heading 2, and Heading 3. These are what will appear in your table of contents. You can use more levels of headings, but the default setting is to use only the first 3 levels in the table of contents. 2. Place the cursor where you want the table of contents to be inserted. 3. Select Insert greater than Indexes in Tables greater than Indexes in Tables. 4. Change nothing in the Insert Index Table dialog. Click OK. If you add or delete text so that headings move to different pages, or you add, delete, or change headings, you need to update the table of contents. To do this, 1. Place the cursor within the table of contents. 2. Right-click and select Update Index Table from the pop-up menu. 30 PAGE Figure 1.14. The Index Table tab. Using the Index Table tab, use the Index Table tab, pictured in Illustration 1 on page 1, to set the table's attributes. Setting basic attributes. To set the table's basic attributes, 1. From the Type drop-down list in the Type and Title area of the tab, select Table of Contents if it isn't already selected. 2. From the drop-down list in the Create Index Table area, select Entire Document. 3. In the Create From area, check the Outline checkbox. 4. In the Create From area, clear the Index Marks checkbox. 31. Page adding a title. If you'd like the table of contents to have a title, enter it in the title field. If writer entered a title in this field automatically, you can change it by simply typing over the value. To delete the title, clear the title field. Protecting against manual changes. To protect the table of contents from being changed accidentally, check the Protected Against Manual Changes checkbox. If this box is checked, the table of contents can only be changed using the context menu or the Insert Table Index window. If the box isn't checked, the table of contents can be changed directly on the document page, just like other text. Changing the number of levels. By default, writer evaluates 10 levels of headings when it builds the table of contents. To change the number of levels evaluated, enter the desired number in the Evaluate Up to Level spin box. Assigning custom styles. Writer automatically assigns to the table of contents all paragraphs formatted with the default heading styles, heading 1, heading 2, and so on. To assign paragraphs formatted with custom styles, follow these steps. 1. In the Create From area, check the Additional Styles checkbox. 2. Click the button to the right of the checkbox. The Assign Styles window opens. 31. Page adding a title. If you'd like the table of contents to have a title, enter it in the title field. If writer entered a title in this field automatically, you can change it by simply typing over the value. To delete the title, clear the title field. Protecting against manual changes. To protect the table of contents from being changed accidentally, check the Protected Against Manual Changes checkbox. If this box is checked, the table of contents can only be changed using the context menu or the Insert Table Index window. If the box isn't checked, the table of contents can be changed directly on the document page, just like other text. Changing the number of levels. By default, writer evaluates 10 levels of headings when it builds the table of contents. To change the number of levels evaluated, enter the desired number in the Evaluate Up to Level spin box. Assigning custom styles. Writer automatically assigns to the table of contents all paragraphs formatted with the default heading styles, heading 1, heading 2, and so on. To assign paragraphs formatted with custom styles, follow these steps. 1. In the Create From area, check the Additional Styles checkbox. 2. Click the button to the right of the checkbox. The Assign Styles window opens. 33. PAGE Figure 1.16. Entries tab. To begin, click a level number in the level column to select the outline level whose elements you want to format. You'll be able to apply your changes to all outline levels later. The structure line displays the elements for entries in that level. Each button on the structure line represents one element. The E# button represents the chapter number. The E button represents the entry text. 34. The T button represents a tab stop. The hash button represents the page number. The LS button represents the start of a hyperlink. This button doesn't appear on the default structure line. The L button represents the end of a hyperlink. This button doesn't appear on the default structure line. Each white field on the structure line represents a blank space. Deleting elements. To delete an element from the structure line, click the button that represents that element and then press the delete key on your keyboard. For example, to delete a tab stop, click the T button and then press the delete key. Adding elements. To add an element to the structure line, follow these steps. 1. Place your cursor in the white field to the left of where you want to insert the element. 2. Click one of the 5 buttons that are just below the structure line. For example, to add a tab stop, click the Tab Stop button. A button representing the new element appears on the structure line. Note that if you insert a hyperlink, you must indicate both the beginning and end of the link. For example, to change the default structure line so that the chapter number and the entry text form a hyperlink, follow these steps. 1. On the structure line, place your cursor in the white field to the left of the hash button. Recall that the E# button represents the chapter number. 2. Click the hyperlink button. An LS button, representing the start of the hyperlink, appears on the structure line. 3. On the structure line, place your cursor in the white field to the right of the button. Recall that the E button represents the entry text. 4. Click the hyperlink button again. An L button, representing the end of the hyperlink, appears on the structure line. 35. Applying character styles. To apply a character style to an element on the structure line. 1. On the structure line, click the button that represents the element to which you want to apply a style. 2. From the character style drop-down list, select the desired style. Writer applies the selected style to the selected element. To view or edit the attributes of a character style, select the style from the character style drop-down list and then click the Edit button. Applying changes to all outline levels. To apply the displayed structure and formatting to all outline levels, click the All button. Using the Styles tab, use the Styles tab, pictured in illustration 4 on page 6, to apply paragraph styles to the table of contents. You can apply a different paragraph style to each outline level of the table. Figure 1.17. Styles tab. 35. Applying character styles. To apply a character style to an element on the structure line. 1. On the structure line, click the button that represents the element to which you want to apply a style. 2. From the character style drop-down list, select the desired style. Writer applies the selected style to the selected element. To view or edit the attributes of a character style, select the style from the character style drop-down list and then click the Edit button. Applying changes to all outline levels. To apply the displayed structure and formatting to all outline levels, click the All button. Using the Styles tab, use the Styles tab, pictured in illustration 4 on page 6, to apply paragraph styles to the table of contents. You can apply a different paragraph style to each outline level of the table. Figure 1.17. Styles tab. 37. Adding a graphic. To add a graphic to the background of the table of contents, follow these steps. 1. From the As drop-down list, select Graphic. The Background tab displays the graphics options. Figure 1.19. Graphics options on the Background tab. 1. Click the Browse button. The Find Graphics window opens. 2. Find the graphic file that you want to use and then click the Open button. The Find Graphics window closes and the selected graphic appears in the graphic preview box on the right-hand side of the Background tab. If you don't see the graphic, check the Preview checkbox underneath the graphic preview box. 3. In the Type area of the Background tab, choose how you want the background graphic to appear. Filled circle to position the graphic in a specific location in the background, select Position and then click the desired location in the position grid. Filled circle to stretch the graphic so that it fills the entire background area, select Area. Filled circle to repeat the graphic across the entire background area, select Tile. 38. Deleting color or graphics. To delete color or graphics from the table background, follow these steps. 1. From the As drop-down list, select Color. 2. Click No Fill on the color grid. Saving the table of contents. To save the table of contents so that the table appears in your document, click OK. The Insert Index table window closes and the table of contents appears in your document. Maintaining a table of contents. Editing a table of contents. To edit an existing table of contents. 1. Click anywhere in the table of contents and then right-click. The context menu appears. 2. From the context menu, choose Edit Index Table. The Insert Index Table window opens and you can edit and save the table using the 4 tabs described in the previous chapter. Updating a table of contents. To update a document's table of contents when changes are made to the document. 1. Click anywhere in the table of contents and then right-click. The context menu appears. 2. From the context menu, choose Update Index Table. Writer updates the table of contents to reflect the changes in the document. Deleting a table of contents. To delete the table of contents from a document. 1. Click anywhere in the table of contents and then right-click. The context menu appears. 2. From the context menu, choose Delete Index Table. Writer deletes the table of contents. 39 Note: Writer won't prompt you to confirm the delete. Use caution when deleting a table of contents. Activity: create a table of contents for topics of any subject of your choice. Questions: 1. Create table of contents for your project. 2. Create a document in Word on a topic of your choice of minimum 10 pages. Format the document with various fonts minimum 12, maximum 15, and margins minimum 2, maximum 4. The document should include a bulleted or numbered list, b a table containing relevant details, c a picture of lion using clip art gallery, d an example of word art, e a header with student name and date, f a footer with pagination. Create a table of contents for this document. Session 5. Implement mail merge. Advanced concept of mail merge in word processing. A mail merge is a way to take a letter you've written and send it to a whole bunch of people, personalizing it with information about them so they might think that you typed that letter personally for them. A mail merge can also be a quick way to take a list of people's mailing addresses and generate labels or envelopes with the address for a different person on each label or envelope. In short, it's a way to be personal, yet efficient. It's essential for any person or organization that has a lot of clients, partners, parents and children, or other people to communicate with. Create a mail merge document. Letter 1. Open a template, if you have one you want to use, or create a new writer document. 42. Save the document with the appropriate name, like mailmerge_open-enrollment.odds or mailmerge_parents.ot. Note: don't save it in Word format. You must save it in OpenOffice.org writer format or the mail merge won't work. 3. Write out the text that will be going to everyone, and plan where you want the fields. For instance, you might know that you are going to have an address block at the top of the letter, so you'll leave a few blank lines for that. Then you'd write something like this. Know that you'd add the field's first name and years _of _service later. Dear, remember that next month is open enrollment for benefits. Employees with over 5 years of experience are also eligible for sabbatical. You have been with us for years, so please get your application in early if you plan to apply. Regards, Human Resources. If you're doing anything complex and this is your first mail merge letter, write out the letter completely as you want it to read, including sample data. Use all the text, including samples for first name, last name, etc. This will help you determine which fields you need to use, where you need spaces before and after fields, etc. In the following example, for instance, if you want to communicate this, you'll need to use fields from the database for title, last name, child's _name, study _area, and test _score. Dear Ms. Smithson, your child Jenny is such a joy to have in the classroom. Her score on her social studies test score last Friday was A. Regards, Mr. Thompson. 41.4. Once you have the letter written out and you know what fields you need, you can delete the specific data like Ms. Smithson, and insert the fields from the database instead. To make the data source and entering data, OpenOffice.org is set up with a middleman file in the mail merge process to make merging work easily. You'll create a small file, one for each spreadsheet or other data source. Once you create it, you don't have to do it again. 1. Choose File greater than New greater than Database. You'll see this window. Figure 1.20. Database Wizard. 42.3. Select the type of data. Spreadsheet data, text file data, your particular type of address book, or the type of database you're using like Access or MySQL. It's very important to select the right type. Figure 1.21. Selecting the database type in Database Wizard 3. Click Next. 4. What you do here depends on what you chose as the type of data you're working with. Spreadsheet, you'll see this window. Click the Browse button and find the spreadsheet containing your data. Then click Next and continue to Step 5. 43 Figure 1.22. Selecting the Spreadsheet in Database Wizard text file, you'll see this window. Click the Browse button and find the directory containing your text files. Figure 1.23. Selecting the text file in Database Wizard.